All right, so welcome to the show. That is Tommy Thompson and how I became a cautionary tale. I thought it's not going to happen to me. I'll never be in that situation. But guess what? I was. I actually had to remove physically a woman from my room. And here with me is Josh to hopefully help explain to me and maybe some of you out there where I went wrong and how hopefully you can avoid it in the future and maybe I could avoid it again because it's not a good time. I did everything for this girl. I took care of her. Yeah. I paid for everything. I gave her some extra spending money. I was being a nice guy, maybe too nice. But at a certain point, it came to an end. I had to move on. Really, the biggest thing was I caught her lying to me. And if you're in Pattaya, Thailand, really, it should be one strike and you're out.
Well, hold on. I mean, I think the if you catch a broad lying to you, like that should be the end of it, no matter where you are in the world. Especially here because of the dynamics of this city. But I would stand by that statement, no matter where we are in the world. So
interesting. So anywhere it's one strike and you're out, especially I guess
for
especially
lying.
On a lie.
And
for a lie.
not for like one strike you're out. Like out here, it's one strike you're out because we're paying to play. Like
yeah.
I'm playing fuck games here.
Sure.
But I also don't deal with liars. So
yes.
like that, a liar is a liar no matter where in the world, and like that shit don't fly.
It turns out that Phi wasn't as farm fresh as I was led to believe. It turns out that Phi actually worked for at least a little bit of time at an Agogo.
Oh, which one?
Supposedly Geisha Agogo.
Oh, on Walking Street.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice one too.
And she was so adamant about never having worked there, never having worked in any bar, that I believed her. I did. And I said to the people who initially informed me about the situation,
oh, you were an asshole.
You must be wrong. No, I wasn't. I was cool about it, but I said, you must be wrong. You must be mistaken. You must have gotten some bad information because Phi wouldn't lie to me. She's telling me the truth. She never worked there.
Yeah.
And they said, to their credit, very, very cool individual, a good friend of mine who you happen to also know. Bro, I know for a fact I would never steer you wrong. If I'm telling you this is what it is, you can take it to the bank.
Right. For at least as well as he knows.
And after fighting and struggling and arguing, 3 things that you should never be wasting your time on with any bitch,
nope.
Especially one here in Thailand, I finally found out the truth. So then I knew it had to be over.
But can we stop for a second?
Yes.
Was it over because she lied or was it over because she worked in a bar?
If she had been honest about working in a bar from the beginning, I probably would have been okay with it.
I agree.
Because I never asked her about it. I really didn't care. And it just never came up. So the fact that she never told me wasn't something that was on her as a flaw.
Right. No harm, no foul. Eyes closed type of shit, right?
Exactly.
But once I ask you and you lie.
But if I ask you about it and you're going to adamantly deny it to the point where I look like an idiot and you're fucking lying to me over and over again, that changes the entire situation around.
Yes.
Because it's no longer about what you did, it's about what you're doing now.
Correct. I agree.
So I told her that it was over, but she kept clinging to hope that she could change me, that she could change my mind.
Can we put this all into a little bit of perspective? When was this conversation with this other person, the other man that told you the information?
2 or 3 days ago.
Okay. And then you talked to her like that day?
Yes.
Okay,
literally,
so this was 3 days ago.
2 or 3 days ago, yeah, something like
2
that.
2 days ago. We'll say 2, just
we'll
to give you the
two.
better.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But so then you dragged it out for another 2 days before you...
Well, I wasn't trying to drag it out. I was trying to be a nice guy and, where are you going to go? Who are you going to stay with? I'll give you a little bit of money to get there. I'm not just going to fucking throw you out. And to her credit, she did pack up all of her shit.
Okay.
So her stuff was in the condo like she was living there.
Right.
Clothes hung up, in drawers, stuff on shelves.
Right, of course.
But she packed it all up.
Okay.
2 days ago, And then today, she was still pussyfooting around. In fact, last night, she begged me over and over again, give me another chance. I'll never lie to you again. And I tried to explain to her, it's not like, oh, you just lied to me. You lied to me over and over again.
Right.
You made me look like an idiot.
Yeah.
It was a struggle. But what you have to understand is that's not completely on her. That's also my fault. Why am I fighting with her? Why am I wasting my time with a situation that I know better than to waste my time with?
I think maybe that's the epiphany that you've had, right? Because I feel like for myself and from my perspective, I have been telling you that for a little bit, right?
More than a little bit. You're being modest.
I feel like that from my
Because on the phone earlier, this motherfucker said, I tell you that shit every goddamn day.
For 2 weeks. But it's good, though, that you had the epiphany now.
Yes.
And you finally went through with it, and you finally had her leave
Yes.
your presence.
Yes. And so she's, even last night, she's still trying to, I could tell that there's something in her mind that's telling her, I can possibly get back in.
Yes, it's the same thing that other broad told you when she sent you the picture and told you looked soft. That's the same thing that she thought.
We're not going to get into that. That'll be, we'll talk about that on the pod. Check out the podcast. We'll fucking get into it there. So you fucking detracted me so much from my train of thought. You fucking asshole. So she thought that she could change my mind.
Right.
And she's, still, in fact, when we went out and she stayed at home, I came back and she had deep cleaned the condo. I'm talking moving furniture, washing all the linen in the house, cleaning, folding everything.
Right.
And I almost thought I should thank her for this. But then I realized, what the fuck are you talking about? This shit should have been the standard from the beginning, and she's only doing it now because she knows that she's in jeopardy. So I told her last night, look, it's been a couple of days. It's time for you to go. You got to figure it out.
Right.
I got stuff to do tomorrow, and it's time.
Yeah.
And her stuff has, like I said, been packed up for 2 days. So today, we stayed up late last night.
Right.
Fair enough. We get up a little bit late today, but hours are going by.
And
And
she's
I'm
just
like,
lounging.
and she's lounging. She's trying to talk.
Right.
She's chatting with her friends on video call. And I'm like, look, what are you doing?
Yeah.
She says, oh, well, there's a bus tonight, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, that's fine. But I have stuff to do, and we discussed this, and it's time for you to go.
Right.
So then it went from, I love you so much. I don't want to be without you.
Yep.
I don't know what I would do without you in my life. You make me feel amazing and special and safe, to, you're a fucking piece of shit. How could you throw me out immediately? I want 10,000 baht. That's what it turned into.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I realized at that moment that it needs to happen right the fuck now. So I picked up her fucking bags and I put them outside the door.
Yes.
And gently, but firmly, I grabbed her by the shoulders and walked her out, protesting the whole time.
Yes.
I gave her 3,000 baht, even though she said, I know, and I know you were going to be like, motherfucker. But she was crying about not having any money. I do want her to be able to get home. Pushed her out the door, closed it, locked it, and that was the end of it. She was finally gone. But I had to go through that, a situation I never thought I would be in.
Yeah.
Do you think I made any mistakes here?
Yes. Fuck. So many goddamn mistakes. The amount of mistakes that you made, like I can't even remember all of them because I smoke so much pot. Like there's no way that I can remember all the fucking mistakes you made. The first one was she gave you signs like a month ago that this broad was not really fit to stay around for a long time.
Right.
And yet you said to yourself, what did you say to yourself?
Oh, that she's young and she's hot.
And so you let your ego right? Make sure that you check out a Degenerate's Guide. Ego versus experience.
Yes.
He let his ego dictate what he was going to do instead of his brain saying, no, this broad is no fucking good for me. Let me just get rid of her and find a new one, because we live in the land of plenty. There are fucking 50,000 women working here.
Exactly.
At least another 20,000 of them are around her same age and look just as good.
And I was literally talking to them the night before last while out at a club.
Yeah.
They were talking to me because I was there solo.
Yeah.
But this one, like Josh just said, I was like, well, she's young, she's attractive, she's doing the things I want in the places that I want.
She's doing some of the things.
Right. She was taking care of me very well in bed.
Sexually.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, yeah. Taking care of his Johnson.
Yes. But she wasn't doing everything that she should have been doing.
The homemaker stuff that she needed to be doing to be in that position.
Right. Which magically manifested
when it was time to go.
Yeah. When all of a sudden, oh shit, I'm in trouble.
Right. I mean, when was the last pool party with Brandon? 2 weeks ago, right?
It was the 16th, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And I remember the situation. You want to talk about that situation when we was at the pool party when
Yes.
we fucking you asked my broad to fucking ask your broad to do something, and
Oh
then
my God, I forgot about that, bro.
bro, I had to walk away from that shit. Like, that shit made me so livid that, like, I had to walk away, and that wasn't even my bitch.
Yes.
Like, I was so angry for you.
So I went up to Phi at the pool party. If you haven't checked it out, go to Brandon James' channel. Brandon James Mock, his birthday pool villa party. You may even catch it on some of that footage. I go up to her and I say,
Cup in hand.
T-Rock, make my drink, please. And she straight up said, no. I was like, this bitch, I'm about to fucking go off.
Oh my God.
So I go over to Josh and I said, Josh, I need a favor.
Help me out.
Can you ask Siriwan to communicate to Phi that she needs to make my fucking drink now before I lose my mind? And he said, he didn't actually, I don't even think he said anything to me. I think he nodded and leaned over to Siriwan. So Siriwan comes over, and Siriwan, I don't speak Thai, but I know Siriwan basically said, bitch, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Make this motherfucking drink. Are you out of your mind?
Yes.
Am I wrong?
No, that's how it went down.
That's what Siriwan's face said.
Yes. Then she turned back because Phi then said something to her. She turns back to like me and is like so like scared to say to me. She said she doesn't want to.
So I had to tell Phi through Siriwan, who was there helping, either you're making this drink right now or you're fucking going home. And I had to tell her a good 2 or 3 times. I'm not sure if she quite comprehended what I was saying.
I don't think either of them really understood at that point because we were both all of us was pretty, well, at least the 3 of us. I don't know how much Phi was drinking, but I know me and Siriwan were pretty fucked up. I know I was mad fucked up.
I was pretty drunk.
But
that's why I was having no shit.
right. No, and I agree. Because but like, I mean, to say that shit was unacceptable would be an understatement.
Exactly.
Like, and you did put up with it. I mean, obviously she made the drink eventually. Siriwan did convince her to make the fucking drink,
Yes.
right? But then she comes back with the, I've never had to do this stuff for my boyfriends before. I don't like doing this. I shouldn't have to do this. Blah blah blah, right? And I mean that didn't manifest right then. Not until like a day or 2 later when Siriwan told me all the stuff that she had told, and then I told her to tell you and all that blah blah blah.
Right.
But that was still how long ago?
At least 2 weeks ago.
More than 2 weeks ago.
Yes. And I'm actually glad that you brought it up, because you know how sometimes you make a decision and you're like, am I doing the right thing? Yes. Yes, I did the right thing. So that's what happened. Hopefully you can learn a little bit from my situation and not be in that situation yourself. There are going to be red flags. There are going to be signs along the way that you're going to maybe tell yourself like I did, or not tell yourself. that you're going to ignore like I did because she's hot, because she's young, because you're having fun in bed, because you're having fun in general. It's not worth it. It's not worth the wasted time. It's not worth the stress. And most of all, it's not worth the wasted time because I wasted, I don't know.
A month? You had that broad for more than a month.
It may have been. It may have been.
More than a month. I think she went to 3 pool parties.
Holy shit.
6 weeks.
Holy shit.
I think you knew a month ago that this broad was no good. I knew. I knew a month ago. I've been telling you for weeks.
And if you're over here, you're going to realize that if you're in a situation like this, you were actually passing up on other things.
Yeah. Right. Think about how many things that you met, right, that you were running around doing all these short times with all these different bras, and we was going out and doing all this other stuff, and you were meeting all these bitches, but yet you couldn't really take them home. You couldn't really spend any time with them to get to know them because you had something at the crib that you knew you didn't really want at the crib.
That I knew shouldn't really be at the crib.
Right. It's not like, in my situation, I'm enjoying what I have at home, and I enjoy that I can just go out, right, and then come back home.
And if you go to a pool party, she's making that drink. In fact,
she's making drinks for everybody.
She'll be taking the initiative and making it before you even say anything.
Oh, yeah. My bitches have always taken care of me. Always and forever. And then they take care of everybody else, too. So much so that I'm like, stop taking care of them motherfuckers. Come here, bitch.
It's true. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking worry about them.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can learn a little something. And I appreciate Josh coming here, helping me understand it, hopefully helping you understand it. And
I would say, like, it's super easy to, like, try to understand, right? I feel like half of my episodes on a Degenerates Guide are literally talking about this, right? Talking about abundance, talking about the mindset that we need to have in a city like this, in the dynamics that we're doing here, right? And it's easy to listen to someone else say it, right? And for me, like, I've been doing this for decades now, right? And so, like, for me, it's easy to be like, yeah, this is how you should fucking be, right? But when we're dealing with bitches back home in the States, right, you don't deal with bitches the same way back home in the States that you do with bitches out here. And so, like, when you're coming out here, it takes time to adjust. But, when you have motherfuckers that have experience that are telling you, no, motherfucker, you're being stupid, like, maybe step back, take a deep, introspective look, and think, am I being a fucking dumbass?
Exactly. And maybe I did that a little bit, but I obviously didn't do it enough. So I guess maybe it is what it is.
It is what it is. It
All right.
is what it is.
And with that, I'll see you next time.